Hello, this is Greg from Lofty Pursuits and Public Displays of Confection in Tallahassee, Florida. Today we're going to have some fun. We went around and we asked everybody what they wanted to make for our next candy. And the decision was, it's back to school time. Maybe we should make a back to school candy. That was the origin of lunch money. And we'll make it on our candy press, this one from 1871. And it'll be made by Uri and our new apprentice, Francesca. I hope you're going to be able to follow this because we're going to be jumping back and forth between different batches. All three flavors are going to be made in this one video, and not necessarily in order. We've cooked the candy to 310 degrees and we've added the flavor, and the first batch we're making is peanut butter and jelly, the classic lunch sandwich that kind of defined lunch sandwiches. And I like the connection here. We make candy on Victorian equipment. And about at the same time that our candy equipment was made is when peanut butter and jelly hit the public zeitgeist in the United States. So it's a nice tie-in on a time basis as well as on a food basis. You see, peanut butter became popular in the late 1800s, promoted for health, and then combining it into a sandwich made sense. It wasn't very popular at first, and ads for peanut butter can be seen in the late 1890s. The earliest reference to the sandwich itself is in 1901 in the Boston Cooking School's magazine of recipes. That cooking school also introduced the banana and peanut butter sandwich, so both of these classics, both that are in this assortment, go back to a single origin. And this single origin is why our second flavor will be banana peanut butter. It wasn't until Elvis Presley declared it his favorite sandwich for it to become popular too. When we added the food coloring on the table and we boiled out the water, we ended up creating a palette of colors, and we did a different palette for each flavor. The peanut butter and jelly is purple and it's brown. The peanut butter banana is yellow and brown, and the fluffernutter is white and brown, so you can tell the difference. But once we get these things to start to cool, we need to even them out, and they're sort of like little swimming pools of color. The parts that touch the metal were cold, the parts in the center are hot, and by pouring out the middle, we get to fold the temperature into an even consistency. We need it to be soft enough to run through the press, but hard enough to hold the shape. We often pull the candy on a hook to add air bubbles to change both the texture of the candy so that it dissolves faster and you get more of a pop of flavor, but we also do it to add white. But we can add white to any color, so if we do it to brown, it'll make it a lighter, more opaque brown that reflects more light. If we do it to yellow, it'll do that. If we do it to clear, it'll become a white candy. And in all three batches, we pull some of the colors, but not necessarily all of them. For the peanut butter and jelly, the fluffernutter, and the banana peanut butter. We also need the candy a bit hotter than normal, so today we're pulling it on the heating table. All of these candies are going to be striped, and we do that for a reason. We put in more stripes than there are pieces of candy in the press. That way every piece comes out with multicolored stripes, so when you get the candy, you can figure out what flavor it is. This is peanut butter and jelly, and watch Uri make stripes and then put a fill in the middle, just to make sure things look right. If you'd like to try this candy for yourself, please just go to our website, www.pd.net, and you can order it there. Also, you may want to sign up for our mailing list. On September 17th, 2023, we will be celebrating our 30th anniversary. And if you want to be the first to find out what's going on then, sign up for the email list if you haven't already placed an order at our website. The last sandwich is Fluffernutter, which if you don't know what it is, it's a marshmallow peanut butter sandwich using marshmallow cream. It was developed about 1910. And all of these things had one thing in common. They became super popular around 1918, when World War I was going on, and rationing was fierce, and meat was not something for every meal. So these sandwiches often became dinner sandwiches, as well as lunch. Now the candy goes into the candy press, and gets turned into individual pieces that you can enjoy. The pb&j, the fluffernutter, and the banana peanut butter sandwiches. recreated as a back-to-school candy. We love our Patreon subscribers like Joshua Y. And if you ask why, it's because it lets us take the risk to do projects we couldn't normally do. So we want to thank all of our Patreons for their support. You can also listen to our podcast wherever podcasts are downloaded under the name Lofty Pursuits. All that's left to do is to separate these sheets of candies into bite-sized bits and to find out why lemon drops and other drops are called drops. Thank you for watching. If you want to try this candy for yourself, you can go to www.pb.net and order some. We ship to most points in the world. You can try our other candies when you're there also. If you're ever coming to Tallahassee, please visit. We're right off the Thomasville Road exit in Tallahassee, Florida. We make candy a lot, but not all the time, and if you're lucky, you can see us make candy. But we serve breakfast 7 days a week. We have ice cream, and we make candy, and it's all in the middle of a toy store. So it's a fun visit. See you in the next video.